June 16th is the day of Japanese sweets. How did it originate? During the Zhou era in the middle of Heian period, epidemics of plague spread in Japan. It is said that Emperor Ninmyo changed his name to Kasho, and on June 16th of its first year, 848, he offered 16 sweets and rice cakes to God and prayed for protection from illnesses and bringing good health. Tea goes well with Japanese sweets, but green tea, black tea, and oolong tea are all made from a type of camellia tea tree called Camellia sinensis. So why are there differences? It depends on the degree of fermentation. Green tea is not fermented. Oolong tea is fermented partially. Black tea is fermented completely. A component of tea called green chlorophyll is oxidized and turned brownish by the fermentation process. Green tea is green, oolong tea is somewhere in the middle, and black tea is dark brown. There are also different types of green tea. What types are there? Sencha, tea leaves are picked, steamed while they are fresh, rubbed and dried repeatedly. Gyakuro, as the new buds begin to blossom, the sunlight is blocked with a yashizu shell to increase the umami ingredients. It is considered top quality. Hajacha, roast the tea on high heat until brown. Jinmecha, roast the rice that has been soaked in water and steamed and add bancha or sencha in approximately equal proportions. Bancha, sencha that is picked late in the summer or the autumn. The later it is picked, the lower the quality. What kind of drink is barley tea? A drink made by roasting barley seeds, boiling them and dissolving them with water or hot water. How is matcha that is used for tea ceremonies made? Like gyakuro, when sprouts begin to blossom, the leaves grown with sunlight blocked are dried without being rubbed. This tea called tencha is formed into powder. Please explain the simple way of making matcha. Put hot water in a cup for making the matcha and warm the cup. Put 70 of boiling water in another cup. Discard the hot water when the cup for making matcha is warm. Put a teaspoon of matcha in a cup. Add 70 cc of hot water in a measuring cup that has been cooled down to about 80 degrees. Then stir quickly with a tea whisk. When fine bubbles come up in the matcha, trace the surface as to draw a round shape with the tea whisk, then pull it up and finish. Please tell me your favorite Japanese sweets as well as type of green tea. I like the Momiji manju, or maple bun, which is a Hiroshima specialty. I like Kashian, strained sweet bean paste, more than Zubun, coarse sweet bean paste. I like hot hajacha, or roasted tea. On June 30th, many shrines will have an event called Chinao Kyugiri, passing through a hoop made of kaya grass. Please explain this occasion called the Nagoshi no Ahari. Within the grounds such as a torii gate on the approach to the shrine, a loop of several meters in diameter is woven with grass called chigaya, and people pass through it. During the 6 months from the new year, without knowing, this would take away the filth that has been worn and pray for good health in the latter half of the year, having the mind and the body purified. What is the paper in the shape of a small person used during Chinao Kyugiri? Write your name and age on the piece of paper in the shape of a person, then stroke your own body with it and blow it 3 times. By doing so, you will transfer the impurities to the paper and purify yourself. During the rainy season, fireflies can be seen flying. Please tell us about the typical types of fireflies. Genji fireflies, Lucilla crucida, are large and brightest of all fireflies in Japan. They mainly live in watersheds where there are many trees such as cedars. They emit lights at intervals of 2 to 4 seconds during flight. Haika Fireflies aquatica lateralis are smaller than Genji fireflies and live mainly in paddy fields, ponds and swamps. They emit lights at intervals of 0.5 to 1 second during flight.